Well, hello YouTube. Yes, it is another Altoids 10 project from Gun Lover. The 9 people that subscribe to me at this point are probably wondering why somebody with the name Gun Lover is doing a bunch of electronics projects. Well, I saw this on YouTube from another subscriber, and I work in electronics, and I was just kind of curious to see how much of it I can do, and I guess maybe I took it and ran a little bit, but nonetheless I promise there's only a few more of these to go, and then we'll get back to the shooting videos. Most of the people on my subscriber list are friends or relatives anyway, so they have to deal with me one way or the other. Anyways, here it goes. This one, very similar to a lot of the other ones, with a bit of a twist. This one is just a basic phone charger. There's no flashlights on this one, though. If you've seen any of my other videos, I have a little USB plug that has an LED on even that you can make a flashlight out of. This one is just really just strictly a phone charger one. It's very similar to the other one that I had that had rechargeables in it. I actually have that right here, this guy here. There's another video on that one if you want to go look at that. But that one I kind of made pretty much entirely myself. This one I had a little more help in the sense of prefabricated items. Actually, the only really thing that was prefabricated was these battery holders. These are all rechargeable batteries in here. There's 5 of them in there, just like the other one over there. The only difference is these things are so crammed in there, there's no way on earth I would ever get them back out again. So I have to charge them in there. Now, 5 of these, much like the other one over here, that only gets you about a 60% charge on a phone. But if you're in a pinch, that's not really, I mean, you know, it's better than nothing, obviously. What's cool about this one, though, is you don't have to pull the batteries out to recharge them. Of course, the problem lies, though, how do you recharge them? Well, it's pretty simple, really. You just make your own charger, which is what I've done here. I have this hooked up. I kind of cheated in this sense. I have a, what is it? It's a 12-volt transformer over there plugged into the wall, and I reduced that down to 6 volts via all this circuitry. Actually, this was originally made for another charger that you guys haven't seen yet, which I'm saving for the very last Altoids 10 video. But this started out a 12-volt regulator, and then this little piece right here actually takes it down to 6 volts, which, or not 6 volts, 7.5 volts, I'm sorry, to charge 5 of these in series. So, quick little demo, if you will. These are already charged, but just let's pretend they're not. So you plug that in, just like that. That little light comes on. That's to let you know that you have power from the transformer. Now, my theory was when I first made this that when I turned it on, that light wouldn't come on until everything was fully charged. But I'm not that great with electronics, so as you can see, even though it's probably not fully charged, it still comes on. You will see, I mean, there's a slight dimness difference between this one and this one. Once it gets a lot closer to full charge, these will look pretty much identical. But anyways, that's about it. You can sit there and leave this, I think I leave it on for probably 6 hours just to make sure it's all good. And I usually chuck this in my my backpack. That's like my go-to battery backup for my phone. So that's the charger there. Now, the obvious question is, does it work? Well, if you've seen any of my other videos, let me get that back in there. If you've seen any of my other videos, they work. The one video that was kind of the first version of this one, this guy here, if you watched it, I forgot to charge the batteries before I did the video, which is just purely professional stuff. But anyways, does it work? Well, of course it does. So, plug in your USB, you got your phone already plugged in, on-off switch, right? I guess you would read it that way. Turn it on. Hey, look at that, it's charging. I don't know if I can get that in focus. This is always the fun part. I guess I can't. But nonetheless, that little line right there is charging. Like I said before, you get about a 60% charge out of it, which, you know, if your car is broken down and your phone's dead, it's not a bad amount to do. It's something fun to do. Keep your hands busy and all that. As I said at the beginning of the video, I promise you guys, those of you that actually subscribe to watch my gun videos, there are more coming. Just bear with me through my electronics geek out for a minute. Alright, thanks for watching.